Oh, guys, I think we're live. Are we live? What's up with that? Come on. Hi, everybody. Invite you to come join me for a minute. Come on here just to say hello. Here we go. What's going on, everybody? We're over here at the track trying to get my walk in. Last few days the weather wasn't so great. It's been either rainy or chilly, and I don't want to go out into the weather and break out a sweat and breathe all hard and everything in cold weather and end up catching pneumonia or something. Listen to that. Isn't that gorgeous? Just the little things like that just blesses me. Love it. Anyway, it feels like I've neglected you all the last few days. We've been not able to go live during the morning because of phone and internet problems at work. And I was going to just switch off to my mobile data, but where we work, sometimes the internet works and sometimes it don't. So anyway, we're live now. And like I said, I'm just kind of starting into my walk and wanted to come on here and just say hello to everybody. Check out this, I don't know what kind of weather you're having in your neck of the woods, but today we're having just gorgeous weather. About 65 degrees or so, I think. Perfect evening for a walk. If you weren't old and fat like me, you could run, but overrated. Walking's just fine by me. So anyway, I just wanted to share a little bit of inspiration with you. Going to give you a verse of scripture in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 31, verse 6. And it simply tells us this. And this was Moses. He was talking to the people and actually to Joshua as well, just as Moses was turning the reins over to Joshua as they was ready to go into the promised land. And he said this. He said, "Be strong and of a good courage. Fear not, nor be afraid of them. For the Lord thy God, he is that doeth good with thee. He will not fail thee, nor forsake thee." It's in God where our strength is. Folks, let me encourage you today. I know we're still going through this pandemic and we're going through uncertain times. And can you imagine the fear and if we're being honest, when you think about fear, most of the time it's the unknown is what people are afraid of. Joshua and the people were feeling all sorts of emotions and uncertainties because of the promised land that they were ready to go into. They were used, even though their 40 years in the wilderness wasn't always pleasant, they were used to it. And they knew what to expect day by day. But now something new was happening. But God said, listen, be strong. Be of good faith. Be of good courage. Don't be afraid. Don't be fearful. But trust in me. I'm your God. I will never leave you. I tell you what, if nothing else through this pandemic, I believe God has taught so many of us how to trust in Him, how to have faith in Him, to realize that we're not the masters of our own universe and we're not the masters of our own fate, that God is in control. And sometimes it takes a mountain in our way to make us realize just who He is and just how little we are. But God was, through Moses, was encouraging the people. Whatever the uncertainties, whatever the doubts, whatever your fears, whatever, that you conjure up in your mind, let it go and trust in God. I can give you verse after verse of scriptures where God said, I'll never leave you. I'll never forsake you. My grace is sufficient for you, He told Paul. So many different verses I can give you to kind of go along with this verse. God's just continually telling His people, trust in me. Trust in me. Know that I'm in full control. Know that I care for you. Know that I love you. Know that I will provide for you. I will protect you. And all God asks in return is us to have faith and trust in Him. I'm walking up a hill, so if I'm out of breath, that's why. But listen, today my message is just 2 words. Be strong. Be strong. 2 Corinthians, Paul was praying. He's prayed 3 times about this thorn, quote, unquote, thorn in his flesh. 3 times he prayed. But then he said, Lord, I'm just going to trust you. God said, hey, trust me. My grace is sufficient. And Paul said, one thing I've learned, that I will take joy in my infirmities. I'm going to paraphrase a little bit, but in my worries, in my doubts, in my sickness, in my uncomfort, I'm going to take courage to know that God will never leave or forsake me. Because His grace is sufficient for us. Folks, lean on God's promises today. Be strong in Him. Paul said, when I am weak, then I become strong. Because when he's weak in himself, he taps into the faith of God, and through God, God makes him strong. Folks, God can make us strong. Trust in Him today. Lean on Him. Let Him comfort you with the peace that only He can give. Be strong. That's my message for you today. Listen, thanks for watching. Sun's out real bright. I can't hardly see the screen. Without my glasses, I can't see anything. But when I have them on, my glasses are so dark, I can't see who's riding. But thanks for watching. Lord willing, we'll be back on tomorrow with our morning devotion. Dusty and I are planning on going live tomorrow night sometime. We'll let you know more about that later on. So until then, hey, stop fearing.
Ooh.
Stop worrying. I thought that was you. I thought that was your car. Hey, everybody say hi to my niece. So don't doubt, don't fear, but be strong. All righty, guys. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. God bless you.